Hello and welcome to my channel. August has been crazy, but here are the August reading stats for me. As I said, August has been crazy. It's my birth month. I had a great birthday. Kind of forgot that I was having it, but you know, that was great. Forgot to eat my cake that was in my refrigerator. But then I had a couple pieces after my birthday. But yeah, so the August stats are really interesting because I had an awesome reading first half of the month where I got a crap load of reading done. And then the second half, I was being tortured with, not tortured, but I had to do family stuff and get ready for school and things like that. So yeah, and then also end of the month ended up, getting put into a sling. So yeah, let's just get to the stats, right? So for the month of August, I read 36 books. Yes, 36 of those bad boys. Mind you, some of those were short stories, and if you watched any of my week 2, I believe it was when I had that like massive just reading craziness. That's when I read all those, and they were super short, they were super quick audiobooks, and I was popping like 2 or 3 of them out at the same time. I was like, bam, 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 bam. And of those 36 books, 9 were ebooks, 27 of them were audiobooks, 12 of them were arcs, and I had a whopping 12 arcs scheduled for the month of August. Now, mind you, I don't believe that I said if 12 of them were arcs in my weekly wrap-ups, which there's only like 3 of them this month. But yeah, they were arcs. And I believe I got all of the ones that I was supposed to have read scheduled. Yep. That would probably be why it equals out to 12. Total number of hours was 181 hours and 28 minutes worth of audiobooks. For a grand total for those 36 books that I did read was 9,647 pages. On to my ratings. I DNF'd 1 book. I did not have any 1 stars, no 2 stars. I had 2 3-star books, 26 4-star books, and 7 5-star books for the month of August. For Blackout 2018, which is my reading of Black authors, I read A Duke by Default by Alyssa Cole, Turbulence by Whitney G., Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan, Close to the Edge by Zora Cox, An Honorable Seduction by Brenda Jackson, and Her Wickham Falls Seal by Rochelle Ehlers. For Genreathon 2018, this month was Apocalypse or Apocalyptic, Post-Apocalyptic, things like that. I read Ready Player One by Ernest Cline and Blood Cure, book number 3, so you actually have to read the rest of the series before you can get to this one, by K.A. Lindy, but it's a good series and it's post-apocalyptic, so yeah. For Romance Roundabout 2018, I only read 1 book, and that was Ready Player One by Ernest Cline under Sci-Fi. In the month of August, I did not participate in any readathons. I did not go to any Bookish events either. And the only Bookish news that I have is that I submitted my first video for Read Bliss and my partnership with Harlequin. I'm not sure when it's going to be released or when you guys can take a peek at it, but it has been submitted. And I have a new assignment as well. So, yes. On to the fun part, which is my top 5 for the month of August, and these are in no particular order. They all got 5 stars in my book, and I love them. Love them and think you should read them as well. First one I'm going to mention is Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This book is socially conscious, and it will have you all in your feels. Such a good book. Such a good book. Hold You Close by Melanie Harlow and Corinne Michaels. This is a duel, like a writing mashup for one of my favorite authors and a new to me author, and I really, really enjoyed this book, and I think you should go read it because it's about mature adults. Next is Left Side of Perfect by Megan Quinn, and although this book left me mad and sad and very confused in my feelings about how the story was going to end for Colby, it still got 5 stars because, gosh, yes, it was amazing. Blood Cure, book number 3 by K.A. Lindy. This is the conclusion to the Blood Type series, and it's the first PNR book that I've read by K.A. Lindy, and I absolutely loved it. I can't wait to read more PNR or fantasy books from her because, yes, I have read her angsty contemporaries, and I'm really happy with the way she wrote this PNR. Although it did take me a little bit to get into the series, this final book was phenomenal. I loved every minute of it. And then finally, Turbulence, which is book number 1, but the second book is actually a novella by Whitney G. And yes, I really, truly enjoyed this book. I read it at the beginning of the month, and I loved the banter that our characters had and how everything sort of went about, and yes, so many yeses. Those are my monthly stats for the month of August. Let me know if you guys have read any of those books that I have already mentioned. Also, make sure if you want to see the entire list of books that I read until the end for the slideshow, at the end, after I sign off, check out the slideshow if you want to see all the books that I read for the month of August. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.